Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our presentation video project. So here we want to explain about our project that entitled Hospital Management System with Java for the hospital application. And first, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Siti Rehana, and my partner is Virgi Febrian Hermawan. Okay, this is table of contents of our presentations. First, I will explain the system analysis. And second, I will explain the database design. Third, I will explain the table design. And the application, Virgi will explain. Okay, first for the system analysis of our project. The system is managing a process regarding the process of managing patient activities. Okay, in this project, the database contains patient data, doctor data, laboratory data, drug data, and the room data, and regarding the payments. Without forgetting to our four basic functions, namely create, read, update, and delete. And we use the XMPP for our database, and we have PHP MyAdmin. And for making the coding for our project and the UI interface, we use NetBeans Java. Okay, this is our database design. In PHP MyAdmin, we create this database design. We have data rawat inap table, data users table, data doctor table, data patient table, data payment table, data obat table, and data lab table. With the primary key in each table. Okay, for the table design. Okay, first in data users, we have username, your first name, your last name, your password, your alamat, with all the database, the data type varchar, and the weight for this type is 100. And also in data patient, we have ID pasien column, nama pasien column, umur pasien column, jenis kelamin pasien column, no handphone column, nama dokter column, polyclinic column, and alamat column with the all data type in this column is varchar, and the length or the width of this table is 100. And the next table is data doctor with the column name, ID dokter, nama dokter, umur dokter, jenis kelamin, no handphone, spesialis, waktu kunjungan, alamat, and with all the data type with varchar, and the length or width of the character is 100. And for the data lab is still same with data type varchar. All the data type is varchar, and the width is 100 with the name column, ID pasien, gejala penyakit, diagnosa penyakit, kode obat. Okay, the next table is kode obat, nama obat, dosis in that obat table with all data type varchar, and width or length for the character is 100. And for the rawat inap table, data rawat inap, we have kode ruang, nama ruang, kelas, fasilitas, with all data type are varchar, and with or length of our character is 100. And for the data obat, we have kode obat, nama obat, kategori, dosis, with all data type is varchar, and the width of this table, all the column is 100. And for the data rawat inap, we have kode ruang, nama ruang, kelas, and fasilitas for the room. With all the data type is varchar, and the width of the column all is 100. And for the data payment, we have kode transaksi, tanggal transaksi, nama pasien, umur pasien, gejala pasien, diagnosa pasien, daftar pasien, kode obat, nama obat, kode ruang, and nama ruang. With all data type in this column is varchar, and all the character weight or length is 100. Okay, so for the simulation of our application project, will explained by Virgi Febrian Hermawan.
Thank you for explaining briefly and clearly. So for the simulation of the patient management application in the hospital, I will briefly explain. The first, I will run this file. Okay, and this is a login page where the user must enter a username and password to access a patient account. They are required to access it by clicking the register button, and for the example is like we just to click the register button and fill in data in this register page, and like I will explain by randomly name. Okay, for the first name is Restu, last name-nya Marti. For the username it's randomly, you can fill with anything you like this simple username. And for the password is okay. For the address or alamat is I will just random is okay. After you fill the data in this page, just click the register button to add this data to the database. Okay, and you will and it be shown the message no user add. It's mean that is the it's mean the data is added to database MySQL. Okay, we just click OK and back to the page login by click this button. Okay, because we already register account, we just typing in here my username and password and click login. And this is our main menu project about Rumah Sakit Fakultas Teknik Universitas Indonesia. And this is in this main menu is a medical check-up, laboratorium, data obat, pendaftaran rawat inap, data dokter, and pembayaran. And for patient user, if you want to do a check-up, you only need to select medical check-up. This is a button for the medical check-up. And this is the submenu of this medical check-up will appear, namely to register new patient or patient baru and check data pendaftaran. If the user asks for new patient registration like I did, a form will appear to fill a patient data. For the example, by I just clicking the button of patient baru. Okay, this is a page of pengisian data pasien baru. I will fill the data in this page. For the ID patient is 20202. For the ID patient, it cannot be same with the other patient. With other patients in this database. If ID user or if the ID patient is the same with another patient, it can be error in the database because there will be duplicate ID patient. Okay, for the name patient is Restu. Hardianti. For the age patient or umur patient is 18. For the kami nomor handphone and for the doctor name is Vina Polyclinic. Just choose one is like okay. For the alamat is sorry. Okay. If already fill data in this page, just click button tambah. Okay, this data berhasil disimpan. It means the data it's been saved in our SQL database. And if you want to see again the data or change the data, you can just click the data in this table and it will be appear again in this text field and you just change the data. Like I will explain like I will change the umur pasien is 19 and just click button ubah. Okay. The message will be shown data berhasil diubah. And we can delete the data also like I will delete data Putra and just click the button hapus. Okay, this is will be message confirmation if you delete the data. If you click yes, the data will be deleted in database and click no, the data will keep safe in the database. Okay, we're going to close. And if you want to check your data, just click cek data pendaftaran. And this is the page of cek status pendaftaran. We just to fill the data is the ID patient and just the phone number or nomor telepon. It means for the nomor patient is 20200 2. I'm sorry, 20202. And for the number phone is okay. We just click button check. Okay, the message is data Anda telah terdaftar and header of this message is lanjutkan ke pembayaran. It means you can go to the payment page. We just click OK and click cancel and click cancel. Okay, for the medicine and data entry for the doctor, this data medicine or data obat and data dokter, it can be only done by the admin by the filling in the data according to the form. I will click the data obat and this is a page of data obat and this page will be entered for the admin, also admin, because he know about the code obat and each other. And I will example how to fill it and how can be it safe it how can it be safe in database. My kode obat is 12, nama obat is Tamin. Oh no. Ganti Roma. Roma. Dan kategori obat is for the kategori obat is what ya? I will think about it. Okay, stop. the dosage is 20 milli. And we just click button tambah. Okay, if the data show in the table, it means the data medicine is saved in our database. If admin want to change, it just to click the data and change the in this page. Okay, we're going to close this data obat, and for the data doctor is also the same with the data patient. We just fill the data in this page. For example, like this. I'm sorry. We going to fill the data is 303001 for nama dokter. I'm sorry, zero is too much. Nama dokter Dokter Silvania, umur for the umur is 55. For the kelamin perempuan, phone number is okay, and for the specialist is and for the waktu kunjungan and alamat dokter in and we just click button tambah for save this data in this page. Okay, the message is data berhasil disimpan. It mean ya the data it's saved in SQL database. Yeah, and the admin can change and delete the data in this database, like yeah, just clicking the data and it will be show in this page. We're going to close, and for the laboratorium menu, just fill the data and click save if you are filling the data patient, like 20202, because ID patient in we have read is 20202. For the gejala is panas, and for the diagnosa is also some tipes, and for the kode obat is like 10 or 11. 10. We're going to click button tambah. Okay, and the data it's saved in the database. For the change this data, we just to click and we just change this data and just click again this button ubah. And for the delete also like that, we just click, it appear in this text field and we just click the button hapus. And we're going to close. And for the last menu from is pendaftaran rawat inap. In this page data ruangan rawat inap, yeah, it just to fill in data in this text field like before. We just typing call for the code ruangan is 12. For the name of ruangan is Teratai. For the class is economy. Facility just toilet. Okay. And like before, we just to click the button tambah, and the data it's saved in our database, and we just click OK. And for the change, it's the same, yeah, same like before. We just click this data in the table, and the data will appear in the text field, and we goes to change this data, and we just click again in button ubah, and it will be changed in our database, and we just click close. And for the logout, it will be back to the login page. Okay, that's all for me. For the payment page and receiving printing will be explained by my colleague Siti Raihana.
Okay, thank you, Virgi, for the explanation. So I will continue Virgi's explanation about pembayaran page. Okay, this is this is the payment page or pembayaran page. So we can just run this page. So this is the user interface of our project. Because I have a different database with Virgi, so I will input the different data with Virgi, and we can search the code pasien. So the nama pasien, umur, and nama dokter will appear in the screen like this, and we can search about code lab. Okay, the gejala and diagnosa will appear in the screen like this. And we can input the kode transaksi and the tanggal periksa. Maybe I will input this day. And kode obat. Nama obat will appear in the screen like this. And for the kode ruangan, okay, this is the transaction that we want to go to the cetak menu. We can simpan this data. Okay, and also we can cetak this data. And we can input the kode transaksi. Okay, all transaction data of patient will appear in this field. So we can just click the cetak button. Sorry, the cetak button just take a little long time to run. Okay, this print page will appear in the screen. We can just click print. Okay, the data, the transaction paper will be saved in your document. So you can choose the document where you want to place this this PDF data. I will name it as I will say. So the PDF data for the transaction just save in your library. Okay, that's all from us. Sorry if we have many mistakes in this video. Just thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.